think I found something. Hold on. I don't know what it is yet. It doesn't look like a piece of wood. It could be though. Hold on. What the? How? How does something like that end up out here? We're nowhere near subdivisions. There's a trail right here, but it's surrounded by forest. What you talking? What you look at this thing right here? You talk about an archaeological record. Reference picture. How does something like that end up here? I'm hundreds of feet from the main trail, the concrete path. It had to be taken up here by a tornado. Why would you carry something like that out here? Maybe the animal's dead, you know. That's the only explanation. See if it's got batteries. Oh no, sorry guys, crap, man. That was their house. Old school VCR. How the heck? I don't know if that's cool or bad. It's a little bit of both. I mean, that thing's heavy too. That's one of the old school ones. I'd say from at least 1995. It could have been later though. I mean, look at this. You're gonna go through all that effort to carry a VCR out here, to dump in the woods. That seems like something I would do. I mean, if I found it next to a trail, like further down, that seems like something I would do to protect this history. And dump it further up on a hill where no one would ever find it, but we did. That's kind of cool though. Because that's different, that's different. It's out here by itself. It's not like surrounded by a pile of garbage like an old dumping site. It's out here by itself. Trying to hold on to the recordings. Trying to hold on to something. That is weird. They run me into the dangest things, don't they? You don't ever know what you're going to run into when you're just cutting through the woods. Let me go look and see if there's a date on the back of it. I don't know if there would be one though. There's probably one under it, but it's probably rusted away. I don't see anything. Made in Korea. Gold Star. Is that the brand? I don't know. That's kind of cool to come across this right here though. Man, I don't know if I should cover it up with leaves or not so no one gets it out of here. They already know how I feel about recording and playing things back. What else is out here like that? Let's hope nothing else. That's pretty dang cool. I'm not mad about that. That's not really litter. That's like trying to hang on to human history in a different way. A piece of old school technology. Dang. That's pretty dang cool. But the only other explanation that I have is that this was an old trail long time ago. And someone came up here before it was park space, and they came up here when it was, like on their four-wheeler, and just trashed it. That's the only other explanation I have. We'll take that back. They dumped more. This is part of the stash right here. Got some old cloth. Got puzzle pieces out here from the toilet. Old pipes. There's a cedar tree. Let's hope it lives to be at least 550 years old. So this was an old dumping ground. Maybe part of an old homestead or something like that was left vacant. I can't read the logo. Where's the old school crock from 1911 that Grandma had? You know what this reminds me of when I saw that VCR back there? You're probably going to say, look for the TV set from like 1974. When they used to be furniture. Some old school cans. People come out here to camp a long time ago. I guess this is the old school TV set from 1979. Yeah, but finding that VCR was like, it reminded me of something that I used to see all the time in Buckhead over there off of Ivy Road. No, it's not Ivy Road, it's Old Ivy. Either it was Old Ivy or Wyuka, one of those. I think it was Old Ivy. So you turn down Old Ivy, and on the right-hand side, there was this one white house, and they had computer monitors like buried halfway in the dirt in the front yard. Kind of like to make an artistic statement, you know. I don't know if they still have that out there though. But they painted the monitors like different colors. But that was a long time ago. What kind of place was this though? I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just looking around. This was probably a place where the old homestead or something used to be. It's cleared out right here, and they have orange ribbons on some trees out here. I know I sound tired. I am. It's difficult taking in everything in the mind mentally. Trying to remember everything so you never forget it. When you see tags like that, it just makes you more curious about what used to be out here. I know, just go back and look at historic aerials. You can see it all.